Welcome to your orientation for Honors Online Geometry this summer. We're excited to have you in class. Please make sure you understand all of the academic expectations presented in this orientation. At the end, please ensure that you have filled out the Google form that verifies that you have watched this video and understand what is expected of you this summer. If you have any questions after the orientation is complete, please be sure to email your teacher. The first thing we're going to go over are some academic expectations. Since this is an online course, your teacher will primarily be communicating with you via email. So it will be important to check your email multiple times per day for updates, information about your midterm or final, or any tips or hints about what to work on for that day. Throughout the day, you're going to spend most of your time in the course materials in Schoology. This is where the learning is going to take place. This is going to be where you're going to have practice as well as the material being presented to you. You'll want to make sure that you're taking notes as you're working through your course materials. You will also be required to participate in a Zoom chat daily to review the material and get questions answered. Your teacher will be emailing you to let you know what time your Zoom chat will occur. In the Zoom chat, we will be going over the material from the course materials, as well as answering questions and getting practice with your peers on the material in course materials. Now, this is very important. You should have worked in the course materials prior to chat so that you can participate in chat. So for example, on Monday, the Unit 1, Lesson 1 and Unit 1, Lesson 2 quiz will be due. That means chat is going to be on Unit 1, Lesson 1 and Lesson 2. So you need to have gone through the course materials for everything in Unit 1, Lesson 1 and Lesson 2 prior to chat. That's what we will be discussing. If you have not gone through that material, you will not be able to participate in chat. So please ensure that you have that completed and gone over prior to chat. When this says prepare for tomorrow's class, that means that you have to go through and take notes on Unit 1, Lesson 3, because that's what we will be presenting in class. If you have any questions on how that's going to work, please let me know. You can also use the online textbook, which is your math space, for additional help. This is not where your learning will occur. It will all be in the course materials, but you can use that as an additional resource. This course does require a large portion of your day, so you should be expecting to spend about 6 to 6.5 hours in the course each day learning the material as well as taking the quizzes and the tests that are due each day. Please make sure that you print out the calendar and you have it so that you can see each day what you need to work on. Now, the due dates are very important. Everything is due each day by midnight. So on Monday, your Unit 1, Lesson 1 and Lesson 2 quiz is due by midnight for full credit. Now, late work will be accepted until midnight the following due date of the assignment with a 10% penalty. So for example, if you have a Tuesday due date, that work will be accepted until Wednesday at midnight for a 10% penalty. When it's submitted on Tuesday, you will earn full credit. If you submit it anytime after Tuesday at midnight, your grade will be decreased by 10%. Okay, now what happens if you don't submit an assignment by midnight following the due date? Okay, if you do not submit an assignment midnight following the day that it was due, you will have a minimum score of 50 placed in the gradebook. You will not be able to make up that assignment. So just keep in mind, everything is due on midnight. You can turn it up to 1 day late with a 10% penalty. After that 1 day late, you will no longer be able to submit your assignment and you will have an automatic score of 50% in the course or for that particular assignment. Also, please keep in mind that if you miss 2 days of the course, that can be consecutive or non-consecutive. That means not turning in assignments and coming to your Zoom chat. You will be removed from the course since each week is about a quarter. Now, technology requirements. Since we do have computers that FCPS provides to you, we do not support Macs. You can use Chrome, Firefox, or Internet Explorer as your browser for Schoology. If you're having problems logging into Schoology, you can go here. So you can click on this website right here, and this will provide you help on how to log into Schoology. Now, keep in mind, Schoology will not be available until after Friday or sometime on Friday. Virtual chat is going to be held through Zoom this summer. It is very important that you attend chat daily. This is a requirement. The link for Zoom will be posted into Schoology, and your time will be assigned by your individual teacher. So all you'll have to do is click on the link for Zoom, and it will take you to your correct classroom. Now, in virtual chat, this is your chance. You've gone through the course materials. There's something that you're not sure about. This is your chance to ask questions, and don't be shy. Please make sure during virtual chat that you bring paper to work out problems and take notes. You'll often be required to be in breakout rooms where you'll be answering questions with your peers. So make sure you're prepared. You can also use a calculator and have that ready if it is necessary at the time. Now, also be prepared to talk with a microphone when you're called on. Please make sure that you test this out prior to the first lesson on Monday. It is not optional. Please do not say my mic is not working, or you will not earn full credit for your chat that day. So how will you be graded? The whole course is all graded on just tests and quizzes. There are interactive checks in the course material. So what that means is there are places in the course material that you'll be given some practice where you'll be able to check and see whether or not you understand the material. Please do all of these activities as they help to prepare you for your quizzes and your tests. Please also understand that in summer school, there are no retakes. There's just not enough time in order for us to do retakes for the tests and quizzes. So basically you're going to have lessons, and then after each lesson, there's going to be a quiz. At the end of the unit, there is an online test. These assignments, some will be open-ended questions, some you'll have to type in the answers, and some will be multiple choice. However, they will all be within Schoology. So each quiz and test must be completed within the given time limit. You'll be given 45 minutes for quizzes and 120 minutes for tests. And this is the same throughout every single test and quiz in summer school so that you always know your time. Please keep in mind and look at the clock as you are working, as the quizzes and tests will automatically submit once the time is up. So once 45 minutes is up, even if you have not completed the assignment, it will automatically submit your assignment. Once again, just a reminder, since this is so important, is all work is due on the day it's assigned. There's the 10% penalty for work submitted up to 24 hours past the due date. However, a 50% will be added if the work is not completed 24 hours after the due date, and you will not be able to make it up. Summer school is fast-paced, and in order to keep up with the material, you must stay on pace daily. So for your assessments, which are all of your quizzes and tests, which make up your grade for the course, you cannot use notes, your textbook, or help from anyone else. Once you start your quiz, you can't stop and come back to it. Don't minimize and try to do something else on the computer while you're working on your quiz and test. Don't use email or Facebook. I do suggest, as you are working through your tests and quizzes, to have a piece of paper and just record your answers. Sometimes in the summer we have thunderstorms, and you can potentially lose connection. Hopefully this does not happen very often, but if it does, you want to have all of your answers recorded. There are going to be 2 required proctored online exams. The first one is going to be the midterm. It is on Thursday, July 8th. There will be 2 portions. One will be a free response, and there will be a time that you will be assigned by your teacher to meet on Zoom to take that as a proctored exam. The multiple choice portion of the exam will happen at 5 p.m. So you will need to be ready at 5 p.m. to take that midterm. The final exam will be in the exact same format. It will be Wednesday, July 28th. The time for the open-ended portion of the exam will be assigned by your teacher, where you will meet in Zoom with your webcam on. You must have your webcam on to take your midterm and final. And then the multiple choice will happen for everyone at 5 p.m. The midterm exam will cover units 1 through 7. And like I said, it's on July 8th. It will be proctored online via Zoom for the proof or the free response portion. The multiple choice will be at 5 p.m. in Schoology. That portion will not be proctored. The final exam will be on the same format. The only difference is it will cover the entire course. You'll have a small portion proctored via Zoom, and then your multiple choice will be at 5 p.m. on Schoology, not proctored, but that time is non-negotiable. The only face-to-face exam you'll have this school year for the summer is your SOL exam. It is on July 29th. The time and place at this moment is to be determined. You may or may not need to take this exam, so I would check with your counselor to see if you need the geometry SOL. Grades in this course will be determined by total points. You'll earn points for your quizzes, tests, and attending virtual chat. You'll need to check your Schoology gradebook each day to check out how you did on your tests and quizzes after your teacher has graded them. And I will have a separate video that will just do a quick overview of Schoology. Progress reports will be emailed every day to parents and students, so you'll be able to see exactly what your grade is every day. The final grade is as follows. The online coursework is 60%, so that will be your total points of your quizzes and tests is 60% of your grade. Your midterm is 20% of your grade, and your final exam is the other remaining 20% of your grade. This is also important. If there's a grade discrepancy, so 2-letter grades or more, so let's say you have an A on the class, but you get a C or D on the midterm, you will be asked to take the remainder of your unit test in a proctored situation at a time that best suits your teacher. So for example, that will be in Zoom. You will have to take it proctored in Zoom with your teacher at the time that they decide.